All right, what can you get for under $1 million in a classic West Hills, Portland neighborhood? We're gonna check it out in this video. Stay tuned to learn more. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Paul Clem with the Oregon Relocation Team coming to you from Portland Heights today. And in this video, we're going to check out a really cool property listed for under $1 million in Portland Heights, Southwest Hills. So this is a classic West Hills neighborhood just up the hill from downtown. Super desirable, super sought after neighborhood with a ton of historic charm. So one of the best parts about Portland Heights and some of these older West Hills neighborhoods is no two houses are the same. You might get some, I mean, there's some variations within a handful of different architectural styles, but side by side, I mean, this is like night and day from a newer suburban area. But this was like the original suburb of Portland, again, just up above downtown. Oh, and hey, before we go any further, if this is your first time to the channel or you've been here and you haven't already and you want to get more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell to get notified every time we drop a new video. All right, and stick around to the end because after we tour this house, we're going to tour the neighborhood and show you what it looks like. Okay, so now we're gonna check out 2622 Southwest Davenport Court in Portland Heights. So this is a really unique property, great for entertaining, over 3,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths. It has an ADU guest quarters attached downstairs in the basement. There's a ton to see. Let's go check it out. Okay, so one of the first things to know about Portland Heights and living in a neighborhood like this is you're up in the hills. So you have these winding, meandering streets. So this actually is a nice little side street, so you're not gonna get a bunch of people cutting through. And we do have a driveway down here. We have some parking across the street along this fence here, and you could get 2 cars out front here on the street as well. You're not getting huge lots, but you know, they've done a really nice job with this front patio with these pavers here, so you can sit outside and enjoy the front, or you gotta wait and check out the deck. Okay, so right away you walk into this huge open living area where you have these really big windows letting in all the natural light. You have dining space, living room, very nicely tied together. You have a little bit of a galley kitchen at the front of the house, but it opens up nicely all around this fireplace here, this big chimney stack. So you have some updating and some classic elements throughout the house, which is a really nice touch. I mean, it's not just kind of a blanket remodel necessarily. I think this house retains a lot of the character of the architectural style and of the neighborhood. You have this really cool exposed brick here, kind of backing to, or as your backsplash, backing up against this countertop and this stove. So again, I mean, you'll see there's a lot of elements about this house that make it just an entertainer's dream. I mean, you could get a ton of friends and family in here, or, you know, if it was just a couple people living here, or if you didn't like to have guests over, you have all this room to breathe. You know, you don't have these tight little spaces, especially like you can get in some older homes, which is mostly what you're gonna get in Portland Heights and in Southwest Hills. All right, so on this main level here, we have this 1 bedroom, really nice, big, oversized room. You have these big windows looking out to the trees. You know, you get a lot of the greenery and the mature landscaping out here, which you get all throughout this neighborhood. They've done some really nice updating in here with the paint in particular. Really nice color, really nice paint with kind of a green, kind of moody tone to it. Another really cool thing about this house is the hardwood floors. Such a classic look, these oak floors that a lot of people are just covering with LVP or laminate these days. It's nice to see this, you know, classic kind of, you know, these old oak floors and this classic look retained in this house. You also have this nice updated bathroom on the main level. So this is kind of your guest bath, but it's a full bath. So with the bedroom right across the hallway, you have access to this full bath. Really nice oversized bathroom. And again, nice update with the paint, this blue in here. So let's head upstairs next, because you have to see this primary bedroom. So not only is this an enormous primary bedroom with views looking out east to OHSU, but you have these 2 enormous closets. I mean, if you have a wardrobe, like, or rather a large wardrobe, you're not gonna run out of space here. You got plenty of room for everything you need. So bedrooms in here, but you notice this open space here on this top level. In fact, you know, they have it set up here for a home office, and this is really kind of a perfect setup for it. You don't need much more space than that. And this upstairs is gonna be private enough, you know, to have an office space. Nice little alcove here, maybe a little yoga, meditation space. Plenty of storage throughout this house, a lot of good storage. And then this is what would be the primary bath. This whole top level is kind of a primary suite up here. Really nice big bathroom. You got your tub and your walk-in shower separate. And this has a nice classic look to it with the tile in here. I mean, a really big, light and bright primary bathroom. Now, gotta step into the big bedroom here. I mean, we've got a king-size bed right here. You can see how much space you have in this room, and you have the vaulted ceilings. So, I mean, if you're looking for an oversized bedroom, this is about as good as it gets. Plus, looking out the window here, you might not be able to tell, but you can see OHSU. I mean, you have this really nice sight line, this big horizon kind of through and over the trees. Got to check out these closets. So this closet alone is basically big enough to be a bedroom, at least some kind of nursery or something like that. You know, if you wanted to punch a door in right there on that wall, this would be a perfect space for a fourth bedroom. But you can see, I mean, how much space there is in here. And again, if you got that big wardrobe, something like this is going to be perfect. Now, if you walk across the room here, you get another pretty big closet, especially for a house of this age. I mean, this is about as big of a walk-in closet as you're going to get unless something was added on or modified at some point. So a ton of really good closet space up here. All right, let's go check out the downstairs. All right, but before we go down, I just want to introduce you to my videographer today. So you have this big open private space downstairs, and this home is really nicely segmented, and I think it's going to be perfect for people who, you know, are looking for these different spaces where you can kind of get away or host guests, whatever it may be. You know, this house is really going to be perfectly suited for, even if it was just a couple. You have this kind of nice bonus family room down here, but you also have that big upstairs. But if you had an aging parent, if you had a sibling, if you wanted to have a roommate, or if you wanted to rent this out down here, this is a really good setup. You have a gas fireplace here. I mean, you can see for scale how big this wall is. I mean, that's probably an 80-inch TV right there. There's some nice newer carpet down here. Really nice big open feel. We have a third bedroom here, but in here we have this kitchenette. You have your range, you have your sink, and then you have space for a refrigerator. Now this space is also going to double as a laundry room. You have another full bath in here. So again, if you had somebody permanently living with you or staying with you for long periods of time, this is going to be a really, really nice space to have these private guest quarters where you have the full bath, you know, the full kind of living room, family room area, and this kitchen. And then again, you have this nice, really big room down here. So it's been refreshed a little bit with newer paint, and it looks like some LVP flooring. You've got some newer trim and baseboards. You have this really big closet in here. So again, I mean, there's a ton of storage in this house. Big closet here, closet there, plus you have this flex space here that, I mean, you could put weights in here, you could just use this for extra storage. There's a ton of opportunity to get creative. Now this room is big enough to have an office here as well. So this could be a multi-purpose room. I mean, obviously with a bed, you could have a desk, you could have another sitting area. I mean, the opportunities are endless. You also have an opportunity to get out on the deck here from this room as well. So this is an awesome, huge, oversized deck that was built just a couple of years ago. Again, great for entertaining. There's so many spaces in this house where people can kind of congregate and hang out, you know, whether it's a small gathering or if you wanted to have a big old party, you know, this would be a perfect spot for it. You can see they've already strung the cafe lights for you. I want to show you this too. If you come over here to the right side of the house, you have this other little private kind of patio down here, which a little more enclosed, a little more intimate, great spot to sit, read a book, drink your morning coffee, but just an extra little space outside, which again, with so many of these houses in Portland Heights and throughout the West Hills, you're not getting a ton of yard, you're not getting a ton of exterior space. So the ability to maximize the space that you have is critical. So Portland Heights is characterized by the historical charm of the neighborhood. There's so much rich history here Such cool architecture, amazing homes, a very highly sought after area. But one of the things that shouldn't go missed is its location relative to the city. You're up in this very quiet, peaceful neighborhood amongst the trees, but you are just up the hill from downtown Portland, so you can get into the city and into the different parts of the city as well. So you're up the hill from downtown proper, but you can get over into Northwest, you can get to Timber Games at Providence Park, you can get to the Pearl District, really anywhere on the west side for sure under 10 minutes, but you can get over to the east side. You know, all of the really cool hip Portland neighborhoods in southeast and northeast Portland. It's going to be 10, 12, maybe 15 minutes tops. So really the best of Portland is right here at your doorstep, not to mention all of the natural areas and green spaces that you have in the West Hills in Portland. So you have Markham Nature Trail, you have Forest Park, you have Council Crest, you have Portland Heights Park. There's a lot of little parks smattered throughout, and this is a wonderful area if you like to get outdoors and walk around. So if you want to learn more about Portland Heights, if you want to learn more about this property on Davenport Court, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, or click the link down below in the description of the video. Schedule a Zoom call with us. We can talk more about it. Video is helpful, make sure to hit the like button. That helps us out a lot. If you want to get more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell to get notified every time we drop a new video. As always, we really appreciate you watching, and until next time, we'll talk to you later.